Hey everybody, it's Diesel here. Welcome to another My Little Pony Discussions. Today we're going to talk about Baby It's Cold Outside, part 1 and 2. So, this episode begins with North Star, Heartthrob, and the Baby Ponies all playing. Well, first it begins with the Baby Ponies waking up to a snow day. And and they go outside to play with the snow. Well, Galaxy starts having doubts about this snow. Meanwhile, a penguin and a duck are going to see the penguin's father, and his name is Edgar. And he asks his father why it's so cold. And basically, what Charlton, his name King Charlton, by the way, um, he tells them that he's going to make everything frozen, like where anything, nothing but penguins will survive. And obviously, Edgar wants his father to stop because he doesn't want the whole place frozen over because no one else will survive. So we then turn our attention back to. Oh, by the way, during all this, they also built a snow pony. Anyway, so we turn attention back, and then of course King Solomon turns his friend, Edgar's friend, his name is Sunny, to ice. He freezes him solid. Of course, Edgar, goes away and Charlton keeps freezing the whole place over. Meanwhile, the ponies are still playing and it starts getting really cold. And so they decide that it's time to go see Megan to see what she can do about the freezing cold. And they think we're not going to freeze, which is a really good song. And Surprise gets over there and Megan sees her and she asks her to come with her, but obviously her wings are so cold that she can't fly anymore. So they Megan puts on wing warmers on her, basically mittens for her wings, and and they get back over the rainbow, which of course is frozen by the way because of the ice, and they meet with Galaxy and North Star and the others who are looking for a to stop the snow from happening. And then, of course, as they walk along, Surprise trips and falls on the ice. Well, of course, because it's slippery. And they see the sea ponies. And they take them to where Taunta's castle is. And they come upon an ice maze. And North Star and Galaxy and the other Pigseye decide that they are going to try to fly over, but it's too cold. So they do fly over. So they walk through the maze and it's lost. And then they come upon an abominable snow monster, the snowman, which ends part one. Part two, they're getting chased by the starts with them being chased by this snow abominable snowman. And he's basically trying to throw things at him. He's trying to throw a big ball of snow, which Galaxy winks up to and basically buries him in the snow. But before they can even get anywhere, they are captured by Charlton's men and are taken to the prison. Eventually, and what that means, so called, they can't dig out. They can't, but Galaxy uses a horn to try to enforce the bars. Meanwhile, Edgar is seeing his friend as well. But he tells him to be quiet when the guards don't hear him. And he decides to help him out. Of course, he takes them to this room with booby traps. And they decide that they're going to they can they have the Indiana Jones moment. Excuse me. Sorry. With a big snowball instead of boulder. And Edgar, goes his trap for dry ice and he makes a cross. Then they come up to the door and surprise kicks it down. And King Solomon asks him what he's doing, asks him what Edgar is doing. Obviously, Edgar tricks the guards into thinking they're his prisoners. And, of course, Solomon sees that he's turned against him and tries to freeze him, but instead freezes his son. And he tells him to take him prisoner. But the guards ask him, what about the prince? And he tells them he knew the risks. But Megan and the others start saying, how could he be so cold? And it shows scenes of him remembering Edgar as a baby, remembering having the good times with him, and he starts crying and while he's remembering these scenes, and his tears fall on Edgar. They and he tells him it can't be reversed. But Edgar starts to defrost, and we get a funny scene with Edgar and Jonathan. And he finds out, and Megan tells him it was his love for him that defrosted him. And Galaxy uses her horn to turn Freddy Light back to normal, and they leave and call Solomon Good King Solomon, and promises to live up to that name. This ends the episode. Alright, next time we're going to talk about Crunch the Rock Dog parts 1 and 2. Like, comment, share. I'll see you guys in the next video.